Welcome back. Now we're going to send it to Brad Barnes for this week's Wildcat Sports Report.
There's a song ringing in the ears of Baker fans, and it's a song of success. It's all about Sweet Home Alabama with the men and women's soccer teams down south. The national scene was buzzing with two teams from one school representing, and the Wildcats were sure to not disappoint. The women got things started off on November 28th against Martin Methodist. Last year, the Wildcats met up with Martin Methodist in the second round of the playoffs. They won the game 2-0, boosting them on their way to the Final Four. Things were a little different this year for the Cats, but they still managed to walk away with a 1-0 win, marching even closer to the title game. It was a rainy, snowy, and muddy day for the Cats, but the slow game would not keep BU off of the boards, compliments of Ashley Ukana in the 63rd minute. That was all Baker needed to shut out Martin Methodist 2 years in a row, boosting them to the Elite Eight. The team will have a day off as they prepare for the winner of Point Loma Nazarene and Westmont University. Both of the California teams are a long ways from home, and the Wildcats will look to pack their bags on November 30th with a 4 o'clock start time. The Baker men's soccer team came into uncharted territory on the 28th as well, making their first splash onto the national stage. The now 19-1-1 Wildcats came into a matchup with Hudson-Tillotson out of Texas and played through regulation scoreless. They were quickly catapulted by Nate Byerly in overtime as he shot in a set piece from teammate Donnie George. The win gave Baker their first ever trip to the Elite Eight. Matt Bickley was the security blanket all night for the Wildcats, recording 3 saves for his 9th shutout of the season. The Wildcats will play the winner of Grandview versus Great Falls. The Iowa-Montana matchup should produce a great game for the Wildcats on November 30th as they will play at 5 p.m. The Baker Wrestlers were also in action for national exposure this week. The squad earned a trip to Iowa to compete in the Iowa City Wrestling Duels. While in Iowa, the Baker squad dueled with the perennial power Iowa Hawkeyes. The Hawkeyes are arguably the most successful Division I athletic program in the nation, proving that with 23 national championships since just 1975. Although Baker is in just its 3rd year of existence, they caught the eye of the big dogs with their top 15 ranking and 11-0 dual record. Head coach Jimmy May expressed the honor the team felt to participate in the event and is positive that the young squad will benefit from it. The Wildcats will take a break for the holidays and return to action again on January 7th and 8th when they travel to Springfield, Illinois for the NWCA Cliff Keen National Duels. Congratulations on the fantastic honor. While soccer and wrestling were defending the stomping grounds around the country, the Baker men and women's basketball teams were back here on the home front, putting in work on the hardwood. The Lady Wildcats interconference play this week after suffering 5 straight losses to non-conference foes. The 1-8 squad recently fell to Rogers State, William Woods, and Columbia College in the past 2 weeks, but looks to get things rolling again as Avila University comes into town on December 1st. The Cats are led by Alicia Fanshear, who scores nearly 14 points per game. Seniors Gloria Atonmo and Raylan Stewart supplement the front court for the Wildcats, averaging 9.5 and 7.5 points per game. The 5-3 Eagles will enter Collins Gym for what should be a fantastic environment with the first men and women's doubleheader of the season. Tip-off is set for 5:30. Although things have been off to a rough start for Ben Lister's squad, Brett Ballard and the men's team are off to one of the hottest starts in recent history. The 7-3 Cats have been bumped and bruised through the season, but have not fallen, winning back-to-back nail-biters against Bethany College and Ottawa University. On November 27th, the team stepped up to some Division II competition and fell to Fort Hays State 90-72. This young but talented team is led by junior Jordan Honore, who averages 13 points a game and is shooting an unheard-of 59% from three-point land. Jack Shortell has also been productive for the Cats down low, going 64% from the floor for just over 10 points per game. Ballard and company will also face off against the Avila Eagles on December 1st with their game time at 7:30. Your Wildcats are scattered all over the country this week, defending the home field, beating opponents, and chasing championships. It's a great time as always to be a Baker Wildcat. Until next semester, I'm your host Brad Barnes. Have a great holiday break.
Thanks, Brad. This does it for this semester of Orangeline. We'll see you next year.